That's not okay, is it?
It's not okay.
There is the odd occasion, because where you are, it can brush against you.
I'm sorry?
It's just how it is, but not like if they're rubbing the stiffy. I've not said that yet. Stiffy.
Dear lovely boys, so this is addressed to you and me. Initially, a big thank you from my husband and I for your daily episodes throughout December. We found them excellent companions for Christmas errands. Having watched Her Majesty the Queen's Christmas speech on Christmas Day,
I cried.
Did you cry?
I proper cried.
I did.
I really, because my brother and sister-in-law did. I proper cried. Sorry.
She confirmed that we will have celebrations in 2022 for her Platinum Jubilee. I wondered, what is the etiquette for congratulating a monarch on this milestone? He's put here, the gut feeling. I think the L is a bit missing. But the gut feeling makes me think that a letter would be most appropriate, but would value your guidance. Best wishes for the new year, Tom Cryer Lennon. He's in Powys, possibly that's not how you say it, in mid-Wales. Poise?
Poise. Can you write...
That's probably how you say it.
Sorry to everyone in Wales. Can you write the Queen a letter?
Yes, of course you can.
Can you?
Yeah, you would normally address it to her private secretary as opposed to her, but you can. Now, off the top of my head, and it's been a long time since I've written Her Majesty a letter, but you would sign off. You don't sign off with yours faithfully or yours sincerely like you would for anyone else. The traditional etiquette, but it is a bit outdated now, is I have the honour to remain your humble and obedient servant name. But some people don't like that, so you can put yours faithfully or yours sincerely if you desperately want to. So
what's a good thing to do for the Queen's Jubilee coming up?
Well, you can send a letter, and of course all letters, what I think is wonderful about the royal household is that any letter that is sent, even if you send a letter going, naff off, I don't like you, they will respond.
Really?
A bit, to be honest, a bit like this podcast.
Yeah.
I think we just get a couple of letters fewer than her.
I'm going to send her a letter.
Yes, you should send her a letter.
Shall I send her a letter and we write it?
We'll write it together.
No, and then I'll read it out on the podcast.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know this, but I know, and you're all entitled to your own views, and obviously, but I am quite a big royalist. I think.
You are.
I think they bring in a lot for the country. I think they're great for the country. Most of them.
Most of them.
Most of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
The ones that still have titles.
Yeah. And I think
we'll write a letter.
I do like the Queen. I think she's lovely.
That's a lovely idea.
I'd love to give her a hug.
Well, not at the moment.
Do you know what I mean? She's just like I
don't think she'd appreciate that.
I'd love to hug the Queen and Sir David Jason
together.
No, but just like, when you see David, I'd just love to give David Jason a hug. Just be like, you are a legend. Come here. Ooh, little kisses.
I don't think they'd appreciate.
Kiss his little head.
I don't think they'd appreciate that.
Just love to kiss David Jason's little head and be like, you're a fucking legend, you.
24-carat plonker.
But I wouldn't. Good reference. I wouldn't.
Thank you.
You wouldn't be allowed to hug the Queen, would you? Does that sound weird?
It's not protocol.
I just.
I understand the sentiment, absolutely. But I think she is from a generation. I mean, you shouldn't really hug any member of the royal family, to be perfectly honest.
No.
Even the younger ones.
Yeah.
Now, we've got a letter here from another Tom. This is from Tom Green in Birmingham. It's a lovely typed letter.
Look at that.
It's a lovely typed letter, but only signed by hand. So, Mr. Tom Green, if you're listening, I haven't actually replied by hand because we do say if you send a handwritten letter. So this is typed. Okay? Yeah. It's beautifully formatted. I love it, but it's not handwritten.
From the desk of Tom Green. Oh, I won't read his address. That's so fancy.
It's very smart.
It's nice paper, that.
Yes, good thick paper.
Is that what it's meant to be on?
Yeah, good quality.
Okay, read it.
Dear William and Jordan, upon a recent visit to my local barber shop, a predicament popped up on which I would value your input. By way of context, I recently moved house, and so whilst this was not a place that I had previously visited, it had come recommended to me. It was one of the trendy East London type barbershops, the kind of establishment where beer and whiskey is served while you wait and everyone has the general demeanour of producer Ben. I know the type. After a short wait, I was called to the chair, and following the formalities of, "What are you having today?" and "Would you like your hair washed?" the haircut began and proceeded in the expected manner. That is, until I felt the barber's erection pressing into my arm as he's clipping the sides.
Jesus Christ.
I'm all for the personal touch, but this isn't what I had in mind. I understand that an occasional brush past may occur, and I also appreciate men aren't always in control of when these moments arise. But this felt deliberate, and it would be good to hear your advice on if and how to address this. Yours sincerely, Tom. P.S. The haircut was lovely.
I mean...
Well, I mean, it's normally you that tips the hairdresser, not the other way around.
My worry is if he's doing it to Tom, how many people's he doing it to?
Yeah, I mean...
It's not okay, is it?
It's not okay. If he did it deliberately, it's not okay. It's hard to tell from this whether this was...
You do, like... There is the odd occasion... Because where you are, it can brush against you.
I'm sorry?
Like, when you're getting your hair cut, on the odd occasion, it does happen. It does happen, like, briefly. It's like where they...
Thankfully, my hairdresser is a woman.
Yeah, well, there you go. But it's just how it is, but not, like, if they're rubbing the... Stiffy? I've not said that yet. Stiffy!
I mean, it's not that funny.
Stiffy! I've not said stiffy in years. Sorry, Tom's been abused here and I'm laughing at stiffy.
It's all right, calm down.
But I'm sorry, Gene Davis, I'm so immature. I don't think I've heard stiffy since school.
Stiffy has reduced you to tears.
Stiffy.
Do you need a minute?
Yes. Sorry. Do we still say stiffy these days?
No.
Stiffy.
Please don't bring this sort of lower middle class humour to my dinner party.
Yeah, look, Tom, in a nutshell, not okay for him to be rubbing his stiffy up against you during a haircut, so... Yeah.
I would maybe find another salon.
Yeah. If it was a semi-lob on, it wouldn't be as bad. Semi-lob on!
This episode was brought to you by Play School.
I mean, if it was a semi-lob on, it wouldn't be as bad, but full on, yeah. Stiffy's not good. No, I can only apologise for my immaturity. Do you think I'll ever grow up? I'm 32 next month.
30? Oh my God, not long left.
Oh, Christ. 32 years old and laughing at the word stiffy. Not the fact that you're laughing at my own use of the word stiffy.
At least you make yourself laugh.